In this video, I want to address bullying, especially online bullying. There have been anti-bullying campaigns going on for years. I remember taking part in such campaigns when I was a teenager in high school. Society as a whole is doing a lot to raise awareness of and promote and teach children about the anti-bullying campaigns in school. But the bullying going on among the adults in society is shocking. It's all over social media, it's all over the neighbourhood, it's all in the news, by news reporters, and it's in every level of government. Society seems to be living a double standard when it comes to bullying. We are teaching our children that bullying is wrong and that every person has value and is of worth. We teach them that just because you don't like someone, it doesn't mean you can spread gossip and lies or hatred and humiliating posts or stories about them. We teach our children not to make judgments on others, especially people we don't know personally, because they don't know the full story. They don't know the person's motives. They don't know the person's struggles, and often they don't see the full picture anyway. And so the one part that they've seen that they don't like can often be misunderstood for something that it's not. This is great to teach our kids all this. And if our kids listen to this, that is great. But what are they seeing when they look at you, their parents, their caregivers, their teachers and role models? Are your actions supporting anti-bullying, or are they promoting harassment, gossip, hatred and cyberbullying? Let's wind it down and look at the definition of bullying, because I think it's being overlooked these days. Any intentional words or actions directed at an individual or group of people that is hurtful, unkind, or that is designed to frighten or humiliate is bullying. When this is done online, it is called cyberbullying. So, anyone who writes, shares, likes, or promotes any post that humiliates, downgrades, insults, and which stirs up hatred is a cyberbully. This may sound obvious to some, but let me show you real-life examples of what that looks like on social media, and then we can judge whether or not we've become a cyberbully. So this one of Justin Bieber. If you don't like someone's music, don't listen to it. We don't have to hate someone or spread hatred because we think their music sucks, or because we hate the way they dress, or because we don't like the person they chose to marry. Oompa Loompa Trump. I know he has a mouth on him. I know he has dished out his fair share of insults. I know he couldn't care less about this post. I know some people dislike him, his policies, his presidency, but how much better are you if you also have a mouth on you and dish out your fair share of insults? But let me go specifically to this post and what it teaches our kids. It teaches our children that it is okay to make fun of someone's skin colour. After all the anti-racism campaigns, we are still accepting the public humiliation of someone's skin colour. Yes, he looks orange at times. No, this isn't about his race, and therefore isn't racism. But it's the same. You are mocking someone for their skin colour. If children see you mock him for his orange skin, they will go on to mock others for their skin colour. How much better are you than the racists mocking and judging others based on their skin colour? Ginge and whinge. This is right out of a high school bully's playbook. And look at all the posts with that title. I am a ginger. I have been at the receiving end of so much hatred growing up for being a ginge. Do you teach your children to be kind despite someone's hair colour? Do you teach them it's not okay to bully someone for being a redhead, or for a blonde, or whatever colour hair they have? And then do you go online and laugh with, encourage and share stories that are designed to humiliate and degrade? What is your child going to say or do to the ginge down the street if they see you posting or laughing at this ginge in this post? If you don't like Harry and Meghan's actions, then you can say, I don't like the way they have done whatever. You don't go down to a level of playground insults. We're adults. With all of these posts that I've just mentioned, it doesn't matter what you think they've done or if you think they brought these comments upon themselves. It doesn't matter if you believe all the stories in the media about them. It doesn't matter if you don't like them. The definition of cyberbullying is posting, sharing, promoting any content that belittles and humiliates or that spreads hatred against another person. There are many more examples I could have used. These 3 just keep popping up on my newsfeed. So this isn't a I'm on team Harry and Meghan or I'm on team Trump. This is just purely I'm anti-bullying. I'm stop spreading hatred. I'm teach your children through your actions of how to be a decent human being. There is far too much hatred being spread online. The good old saying, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Where's that gone? I'm seeing more and more hurtful and hateful things said in the media that would imply that especially those people I've just mentioned, that they don't matter. They have no worth and no place in society. What happened to all lives matter? Do all lives matter, or do only lives matter of those you like? Do all lives matter? Unless you're Harry and Meghan? Do all lives matter? Unless society is united in their hatred? Do all lives matter, or don't they? It is perfectly okay to dislike and to disagree, but that's where you can use your superpower of your voice to share what you do agree with and what you do like. You can absolutely stand up against and protest and voice your feelings about people you're unhappy with. But don't do it by becoming a bully. Hatred and bitterness are the poison in society. Instead of sharing degrading posts about musicians you hate, you can share posts about musicians you love. Instead of sharing posts about government leaders who you hate, you can share posts about government leaders who you would like to see in government. You can petition for policy changes. You can get involved in politics and actually be the change you want to see. Instead of sharing degrading posts about celebrities or royals that you don't like, you can share posts about the ones that you do like. That simple swap of focusing more on promoting people you do like instead of slating the people you don't like will have a big ripple effect. Changes like this is what changes the world. Showing our kids that we can focus on kindness instead of hatred, this is what shapes the future. I'm going to bring this back to Christianity now because I've seen a lot of so-called Christians join in on the hate campaigns online. According to the Bible, you cannot expect to be right in the eyes of God if at the same time you are hating on others. In a world where you can be anything, choose to be kind. That's what they say. But cyberbullying has become a trend. It has become the norm in society. These posts that I've just seen and presented on this site, that sort of thing is being presented in mainstream news. When did we get to the point when belittling and degrading and humiliating people was newsworthy? Regardless of what those people have actually done, when did that become okay? If you don't like people, you move on. Do you really want your kids to grow up in a world where cyberbullying is normal, is acceptable, and is commonplace in every level of society and government? Your voice is your superpower. Use it well and show our kids how to use it for good.